Hi guys, Thibaud Fraisse from the Houston Rockets. Today I'm going to show you a series of exercises that you can do to get better while you're staying home. The first exercise we're going to do is a transitional hop. You're going to start on one leg, quarter squat position, just like that. I'm going to ask you to hop, and as you hop, you're going to rotate your body and land on the other leg. Hop, stick, and then once you stick, propel yourself back to that starting position. Make sure you lower your center of gravity to absorb the force better and stabilize quicker. In order to progress this exercise, you can do it two different ways. If you want to focus on the explosiveness and plyometric aspect of the exercise, bounce back from the first hop as soon as you land. Right here. Still make sure you stick that second landing, okay? First landing be quick, second landing stick. If you want to focus on the single leg stability aspect of the movement, break it down a little bit more, okay? Segment the parts, stick the first landing, and then jump back and stick the second. Don't hop back until you've really stuck the first landing. Right here, stuck, now I'm good to go. Only count the rep if you successfully stick both landings. If you want to progress this exercise, you can use a basketball. In your starting position, you're going to reach, create length. Okay? I'm going to reach right here, and as I hop, you're going to extend the basketball overhead. This is going to create length for your body. It's going to make it harder for your body to decelerate. Okay? More challenging on your core. Like I said, we're going to reach, activate your glutes, and as I hop, I get long. Okay? Get long through the torso, but still get low in the lower body. Okay? Otherwise, you're not going to be able to decelerate. Reach, get long, reach. The second exercise is a reverse lunge with a knee drive jump. You're going to step back just like a regular lunge, okay? Just you don't need to go as deep. Right here, again, about a quarter squat is good enough. As you take that step back, you're going to drive that knee and jump at the same time in the same motion. Step back, jump, okay? As soon as you hit the ground with that back foot, drive the knee as fast as you can, have some intent. That's the most important part. Right here, and jump. Reset every rep, maximal intent every rep. Our third exercise is a triple extension into lateral bound. This exercise really focuses on power and your body's ability to actively brace as it transfers eccentric force in a vertical sequence to concentric force into a horizontal sequence. So you're going to get into that triple extension, right here, get on the toes, get long, land, okay, good landing mechanics, knees track the toes. We're going to land and then laterally bound. Okay, there's a lot of ways to progress this exercise. So the first one is to do that first landing on a single leg, okay, get long, single leg, bound. Having that single leg landing is going to make it a little more difficult in terms of stability. Obviously you're on one leg, but it's going to help you in that force transition, okay? It's going to angle your body out already. Okay, long, single leg, bound. Similarly to this first landing, your second landing, you can either go double or single leg. If you go single leg, you'll work a lot more on that single leg stability, okay? A little more challenging in terms of balance and core. But I would recommend going on double leg landing over there if you really focus on creating a lot of force and power in that bound. That is going to make it hard enough for you to stick it properly on one leg over there. So if I go right here long, produce a lot of force, stick on two, okay? That depends on your focus is that. If you want to do more single leg stability stuff, you can go single. If you want to really focus on the explosive part of the movement and really create a lot of power through that bound, you can go single into double or double. Lastly, the variation that we do the most with our athletes is going to be a double bound. So same thing, you're going to get long, we usually land on one leg, land on one, double and stick, okay? Again, that creates a little more stiffness with the Achilles, a little more strength shortening cycle. Get long and stick. Lastly, I'm going to show you some plank variation to make sure you get a little bit more out of your core work. First one we're going to go through is the doctor plank. All you need for those plank variations is a bench, a couch, a chair, anything that allows you to elevate your foot. We're going to get into a side plank setup, okay? Forearm on the ground, foot on the bench, and I'm going to keep my hips high, okay? Straight line from the feet to the shoulders, going through the knee and the hip. Glutes are activated, core is tight. If you can't do this well because your core feels a little weak or because your knee is hurting, okay, that can happen in some athletes, your knee might start hurting, just come closer to the bench and we're going to have our knee instead of our foot as the point of contact on the bench. Right here, same principle, straight line from the knee to the shoulders, going through the hips, keep that high, stay tight. We're going to move to the hamstring variation. Same setup, high plank, heel on the bench this time, drive through the bench, keep the glutes tight, straight line between the ankle all the way to the shoulders. Lastly, the quad variation, high plank, facing the ground, toes on the bench this time, again single leg, keep the quads activated, straight line from the shoulders all the way to the foot. Try to hold those variations for about 20 to 45 seconds. These are pretty tough, especially the adductor one. So don't try to go for too much time at a time. Just break it down, get good reps. We're going to move to some posterior chain strengthening exercises, okay? I'm going to show you 2 hip thrust variations. First one's going to be against the wall. I would recommend to do this exercise shoes off for 2 reasons. One, being barefoot is going to allow you to feel where you put force against the wall. If you're like too much on the heel, too much on the forefoot, too much on the toes, it's going to allow you to really feel where you distribute the force. Secondly, I don't want anybody's parents on my back because you dirtied their walk or because you kept your shoes on, okay? I'm going to keep mine for practical purposes. Get against the wall, knee angle about 90 degrees. Instead of doing a traditional hip thrust and just go through the motion, we're gonna put a little isometric contraction first, okay? You're gonna actively press against the wall, okay? Feel your hamstrings and your quads, just really get on the tension. Right here I'm pressing, and then I'm doing my hip thrust. Reset. Take your time, reset every rep. Iso first, press. Iso first, press. As you can see, my knee angle is not 90 degrees anymore because as you press, it's gonna back you down a little bit. So don't be afraid to reset your starting position every 2 or 3 reps. Right here. If your floor is really too slippery and every time you try to put tension against the wall, it pushes you back, it slides you down, you can do it against the floor. Same principle, okay? We're gonna go against the floor, right here. Don't go through the motion just yet. Tension first. I'm actively pressing against the floor. I can feel it in my hamstrings. It's under tension. And then thrust. Reset. Tension. Thrust. Our 4th exercise is a bear crawl plank variation, okay? All you're gonna need is a wall. You're gonna set up into a traditional bear crawl position about arm's length from the wall. When I say arm's length, I need you to be able to put the palm against the wall, okay? Don't be so far that only the tip of your fingers can touch. We're gonna go through 3 progressions of this exercise, okay? From the easiest to the hardest. First one, get into that bear crawl position, okay? Knee angle about 90 degrees. And you're gonna put one arm on the wall, okay? When you do this, actively press against the wall. Don't just rest. Actively press for about 5 seconds. And then switch sides. Again, actively press. If you actively press through the wall with your shoulder, you're gonna have to really push with your toes through the calf and the knee. That's gonna be really good for your Achilles and your patella tendon. As we progress, so the first variation, do it for time. Do about 5-second hold, switch, 5-second hold, and go through the motion like that. As you progress, you're gonna go alternating. Right here, one on the wall, put the second one on the wall, and then reset. One at a time. Instead of doing that for time, do this for reps. Last one, the better you get, or if your core is really good, you can go straight to this one. We're gonna go both hands on the wall and we're gonna go for time, okay? Just like a normal plank, we're gonna go for about 30 to 45 seconds. Right here, arms length from the wall, both hands set up. I'm pressing against the wall, I'm pressing with my feet. Hold for 30 to 45 seconds.